Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. It is October 30th. I have lived in Orlando now for roughly 12 days. Whoa, 18 days. 18 days. Lived in Orlando for 18 days now, over 2 weeks. That's pretty crazy. That's really crazy. But it's Monday morning, it's my day off. We got lots to catch up on. But first, I need to get ready for the day. So hello everybody. Actually, I feel like I can't vlog this here. I feel like I need to go out to my car. Let me go out to my car. Okay, so status update. What's poppin'? How are we feeling? I feel like, okay, where do I even begin? I'm not gonna go too much into Universal, because a lot of it is very private. As I mentioned, I moved into this Airbnb. It was kind of the quickest form of housing that I could put together. The Airbnb was fine. Somebody moved in across from me into the bedroom, and then he moved out. And then the day that he moved out, two weirdos moved in. And the day that I met them, one of them was like very high, extremely high. And I don't know if it was necessarily from like a joint. And then the other one is for the most part normal. Basically, from my understanding, they're here together for 3 weeks, visiting family. One of them eats like a 12-year-old, and in the fridge, he constantly has like a liter of like Fanta or High C, and then take out. And the other one makes like Thai food every single night from scratch. So at first I was low-key afraid of them. But now I've kind of like gotten over that in my head. So this Airbnb situation is not great. It's really, which is kind of what I needed, because it's forcing me to like, on my days off, it's forcing me to get out of the house. Thankfully, I have found a private room in a much more secure house that I'm going to be moving in about like 10 days now, with someone who actually lives in the house. He's like 30 years old. He's a medical student. He bought the house mostly just for med students to rent out with him. But I have hopped on. So it's significantly cheaper. Like, he seems really cool and chill. So it's a much better situation to where I'll be able to save money. It puts me closer to work because I'm pretty far from work right now. Nicer household, blah, 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 blah. It's a much, much better situation. So we have that coming up. On my days off, I've been making it a priority to actually get out and explore the city. Pretty much doing everything alone. As you'll find a lot on the internet, it's pretty difficult moving as an adult to a new city and making friends. Not difficult, it's just slow. It's just a slow churn, you know? I'm not discouraged by it because I do enjoy being by myself and I'm not afraid to go out and do stuff by myself. Now, would the stuff that I've been doing be a little bit more fun if I was with friends? Certainly. I mean, I guess that's what you get when you move to a new city alone. So, not the end of the world. I went to Daytona Beach, which everyone has said has been very overrated, and I'll have my thoughts about that. I went to a farmer's market. I've gone to multiple cafes and restaurants. So when I went to Daytona Beach, it was apparently a motorcycle conference, not conference. It was like a national motorcycle meet and greet. So the entire area, even though it's already pretty conservative of an area, was very conservative with the amount of motorcyclists who were there. Daytona Beach, low-key overrated, high-key overrated. Honest to God, this is completely opinionated. I did not do any research into this or anything like that. It was just simply from the observation that I had when I was walking around Daytona Beach. There are some pretty beaches above and below it, but Daytona Beach itself feels like a post-war zone. And I assume this has to do with hurricanes, obviously. But it feels like a post-war zone where everything was in shambles along the beach. So you're probably seeing B-roll right now of that. So Daytona, a little bit overrated. I want to go to Tampa soon. Want to go to Miami soon. Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, I completely forgot. Let me show you around my Airbnb. Let me show you around my Airbnb, because it's wild. The owner of this Airbnb, if I had to describe it, is like she went to an antique store and a craft store with $100 in a dream. $100 and a goddamn American dream. It's yeah. Since moving here, I have to follow a much tighter budget. Even though now I am making more than I ever have in my entire life, which is still not significantly a lot, I do have to follow a much more tighter budget, which is going to be very interesting. And this is leading into another topic, which is why I'm bringing it up. I have to really discipline myself. For this first year that I'm here, I have to really discipline myself. We're going to stay topical here. Okay, we're going to stay topical here, but I want to talk about growth and progression. Like I said in prior videos, I spent the past 2+ years really working on myself. And the whole goal over the last couple months has been, when I moved to Orlando, or when I moved to wherever I was going to move to, here, I wanted to move with no baggage. And for the most part, that's what's happened. I'm really proud of myself. I'm really, really proud of myself, because once I moved to Orlando, all of the internal struggles that I had, I have not thought about. I've had such a clear mental being here. And I feel very true to myself. I'm really, really proud of myself. But I had this realization. There's still parts of me that I'm not able to move on from, which kind of sucks, because in some regards it's holding me back. I think there's one final step I need to do. And that's change my body. As Miss Doja Cat recently said, "You look like a butterface, butter body, butter toes." And I feel like that. I feel like I'm doughy. I feel like a doughboy. I feel like that's the thing that's been holding me back. And quite frankly, it's one continuous thing that I've had for a long time that I've always wanted to break and fix. And while I am of a healthy weight, I feel like I need to put a lot of effort into healthy eating and working out to actually have a decent body. To me, what is a decent body? I want a nice, toned, athletic summer body. Now I live in Orlando. Now I live in beaches where that's necessary. So I feel like when I start to achieve that, I'll be able to start to kind of release the quote-unquote trauma or darkness that just the last bits that are remaining that's kind of holding me back or holding me into this mental, God, there's another person who's now about to walk in front of me. Can we not do this? I'm in a residential neighborhood. When I move into this new house in November, it's time to get disciplined. It's time to get disciplined. And I think I'll be in a position where I'll get it done. I'm going to go about my day, but I'm going to go edit this video. So... let me know if you're enjoying these vlogs. I've got some positive feedback to them already, which is really nice. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to find a healthy balance with social media. Maybe I'll like upgrade my life on social media. No, I don't know. Well, for now, peace out.